Welcome to History Addict, where we uncover the fascinating stories that shaped American history. Before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to support our community. In a humble home near the historic grounds of Fort McHenry, Live Sergeant John Martin retired from the U.S. Army after 3 decades of service. A veteran of countless battles with native tribes, he stands as the last living witness of the infamous Custer's last stand. Born in Italy as Martini, he spent his military career under the name Martin, and he now reflects on that fateful day, saying, "As the only white man to survive the Custer fight, I owe my life to the general himself." Serving as a trumpeter in Troop H, 7th Cavalry, Martin was stationed at Fort Rice in the Black Hills when orders came to march against the Sioux, led by Sitting Bull. Their detachment, the 7th Cavalry, set out toward the valley. After a long journey, they camped on the night of June 24th, but were soon ordered to break camp and march through the night. By dawn, they followed a trail that was growing fresher by the hour. On the morning of June 26th, one of their scouts spotted a large native village. General Custer called a meeting, and the decision was made to split the troops into 3 battalions. Major Reno was to lead 1 battalion, moving swiftly to engage the native warriors believed to be fleeing. Custer would follow with his own forces, while Captain Benteen led another group on a parallel course. Captain McDougal remained with a rear guard to handle any retreating warriors. As the battalions set off, unaware of the ambush awaiting them, Major Reno's forces veered toward the Little Bighorn and soon vanished from sight. The troops came across the remains of buffaloes scattered across the plains, signaling that the hunters had not yet returned to the village. Climbing a knoll, Custer spotted the native village below, noticing only women, children, and dogs, but no visible warriors. Confident, he assured his men that the task would be simple, predicting they'd return home soon. Custer needed a messenger to carry an urgent note to Reno and Benteen. After rejecting a few volunteers, he pointed at Martin, declaring, "That's the man I want." Martin, from Troop H, was given a message. "Big village, come on quick, bring packs," signed by Custer's adjutant. As Martin rode off, Custer's men descended into the ravine, unaware of the imminent attack. Suddenly, a horde of native warriors, Sioux and Cheyenne, emerged from ambush, charging at Custer's troops with buffalo skins and antelope hides flapping in the wind, spooking the soldiers' horses. The troopers struggled to maintain control, unable to use their firearms effectively. Soon they were forced to dismount, and while some men guarded the horses, others fought fiercely. But the native warriors targeted the horse handlers, causing a stampede and plunging the troops into chaos. Trapped and outnumbered, Custer's men formed a tight defensive square, but were slowly overrun. Martin delivered Custer's message to Captain Benteen, urging him to hurry, but upon reaching Major Reno, they found him in a panicked state, bareheaded and shaken. "My God, Benteen, half my men are dead," Reno exclaimed. Benteen called for an immediate advance toward Custer, but Reno insisted they regroup first, causing a delay. Once they moved out, it was too late. Custer's entire command had been wiped out. By the time Reno and Benteen arrived at the scene, it was clear the battle was lost. The warriors who had fought Reno had already joined those who had defeated Custer. With no time to waste, Reno's and Benteen's men formed a defensive square, bracing themselves for a long fight. From 4 in the afternoon until 7 that evening, gunfire raged. After a brief lull, the battle resumed at 2 in the morning and continued until daybreak, when reinforcements from Generals Terry and Gibbons arrived just in time. Together, the forces made their way to the site of the massacre. Among the dead, Martin vividly recalls seeing General Custer's body, lying between 2 fallen gray horses. His uniform was torn, and he had 2 fatal wounds, one through the chest and another in his left temple. He lay in the grass, his head resting against one of the horses, marking the tragic end of a fateful encounter. Thanks for tuning in to History Addict. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey through the past. See you in the next episode